Chewy Mooey by me, Greg King. Chewy Mooey, to my purple monster for her love and support, written and illustrated by me, Greg King, 2023, all rights reserved. Here's the tale of a cow, Chewy Mooey by name. He was like other cows, he looked just the same. He wished he was special and dreamed lofty dreams of being a hero and other fine schemes. His day consisted of switching at flies and not doing much else under hot sunny skies. He stood with the herd eating dusty gray grass. It didn't taste very good, but it went down fast. As cows usually do, they had to chew it again and again and again times 10. Being a cow, Chewy thought, is very unlucky because chewing this grass is boring and yucky. But in a far off field, the grass looked much greener. Surely it would taste better and be decidedly cleaner. So he went to find out, leaving the others behind. They sniggered at him and weren't very kind. If only I could lead them to a much better place, Chewy thought. They'd be happy, a smile lit up his face. I may not look special, but I know in advance I'd do wonderful things if just given the chance. But Chewy got tired of walking, and that field lost its glow. Perhaps they were right, and he had nothing to show. He stopped and turned, no longer sure of his goal, just in time to see a truck go out of control. It went this way and that, all over the road. The door flew open, and out came its load. It slid into the field, and the boxes fell to the ground. One broke open and scattered colored balls all around. Chewy was shocked at this flashy, noisy display, but quickly grabbed some of the balls before they rolled away. They were chewy and yummy, a perfect cow treat. Wait till his friends learned what he had found them to eat. He kept scooping them up with numerous tries till his mouth was stuffed with this wonderful prize. He was so intent he didn't see things fly by. The wind had picked up and there were clouds in the sky. He started back to the herd but ran into trouble. He stumbled and moved and out came a huge bubble. He tumbled head over heels but didn't get hurt and arrived gooey and pink and all covered with dirt. He showed his friends the sweet new surprise, but they laughed at him with scorn in their eyes. Chewy was mad and told them to quit. They just laughed even more and called him misfit. He went off alone and he felt very sad. He just wanted to share and they made him feel bad. He settled under some trees with his head hanging low, but now noticed how hard things had started to blow. It was gusty and dark and the wind had grown strong. It was rolling around. Something was wrong. With a great flapping of feathers, along blew a crow. It was thrashed by the wind and crying out, "Whoa!" Chewy raised his pink head and the crow became stuck. Holding on for dear life, he squawked, "I'm in luck!" The wind next slammed Chewy with a family of ducks who just missed being hit by a whirling, worried woodchuck. A dog and a goat, 3 chicks and a goose, all stuck to Chewy and wouldn't come loose. The crow said, "We must all stick together to make it through this terrible weather. But let me remind you, it would be very tricky if it weren't for this cow who's surprisingly sticky." Chewy was firmly glued to the ground and saved all his friends who were blowing around. The wind finally passed and everyone sighed. Nothing was lost except for their pride. They untangled themselves from the great gummy ball and cheered for Chewy, who saved them all. The next morning the farmer came to clean up the place, worried his animals would be gone with no trace. But there they were, unharmed and coming his way. They all followed Chewy, the hero, that day. The farmer scratched his head and tried hard to think. What could have made his animals so frightfully pink? He scrubbed and washed till the pink water puddled and considered the mess, but remained quite befuddled. They seemed to be covered with this bubblegum goo, but of course that was silly and couldn't be true. Only Chewy knew better and quietly beamed. He was indeed special, as he'd always dreamed. He was the only Chewy Mooey in all of creation, with his own thoughts and schemes and determination. He led his herd without hesitation and showed them how to make the best out of a sticky situation. As the days went by with happy munching sigh, the weather remained calm with no chance of a surprise. Chewy became bored and his eyes wandered to the sky. Maybe with some help I can learn how to fly. To be continued and Bluey Chewy. Thanks for listening.